Hello, I'm Mike Russell from musicradiocreative.com. In this video, I'll show you how to choose the right music for your online videos. Likt were cool enough to sponsor this video, and I'm really excited about them as they have real artists with real music claims free for your YouTube videos. Some of the most popular songs out there right now are available to download and use. All you have to do is register using my link, and if you do that, you'll get your first track absolutely free on me. Go to mrc.fm/likt. Make sure to download and license your first track straight away. mrc.fm/likt. And for this video, I'm joined by my partner in crime, Isabella, who is here. She's a branding expert. She's helped hundreds of podcasters to get the right sound and right track for their podcast intros. Also works with YouTubers to make their YouTube videos sound good, brand their intros and outros. Isabella, great to have you here.
Hello.
Okay, let's get straight into it. And I'll start with the first question. Why have music in the first place?
Well, music is a crucial component. It helps you set the scene and the mood for video or creation that you are making. So have you ever seen a movie without any music in? No, because it helps to set the mood and the background scene. So it's in the same way for you when you create something.
Yes, even a mime artist like Charlie Chaplin had music going on. It would be pretty boring if you had no music but just clips of video, right? So let's talk about choosing the right song and going ahead and downloading something that you want to use, licensing it so you don't get a copyright claim. Why is there a benefit? I'm seeing all these music tracks that I know on the Likt website, but why is there a benefit to using well-known music as opposed to just stock music or something like that?
Well, the best thing about it is that your audience already knows the song, so it gives that extra air of familiarity and quite often also brings specific associations. It helps you target a specific group of people, helps to make them like that song and therefore your content a little bit better. So it kind of is a clever way to brand subconsciously whatever you are doing and give that familiarity factor.
I like it. Now, what happens if you use a copyrighted song without licensing it, Isabella, on YouTube? What will happen to you?
Well, you essentially will get a strike from YouTube.
Oh no!
I guess, Mike, you will probably know about it more than I do, since I'm sure you've received some copyright claims.
I've never used copyrighted music on my videos, thank you very much, without licensing. Although with this new Likt service, it's fantastic. I'll license a track, and sometimes the record label will issue a copyright claim against my video, but because Likt have automated technology, usually that's instantly picked up for me and resolved. And if it's not, I, or of course you, if you're using Likt, can just email in with a link to your video and say, hey, I've licensed this track, but yet I've had this copyright claim. Can you help me? And they'll usually sort it out within hours. It can obviously take longer sometimes, but usually within hours, certainly during a working week, you can get those claims sorted out. If you're legal, which of course, Isabella, I highly suggest you are, and Likt make it possible. So final question, how much can this kind of music cost? And also, why isn't royalty-free the best route?
Okay, so first of all, just circling back a little bit, if you use commercial music and you don't have the license, you will lose the monetization of your video, which
creators like
costly.
us need monetization.
We do. So it's important that you choose the track that you know you can use safely. As for the cost, okay, so on average, say if you were to go and buy just a royalty-free music track instead of something like Likt, you would probably look to paying between $40 to $80 per track. And the other thing to look out for is every single service has very different license usage kind of terms and conditions. So you have to be very careful because it could look like, oh, this is a great deal. I can pay $40 and I can use it, however many times I want. But actually, it's important you read through the terms and see whether that actually is the case. We have conducted a research on this a couple of years back, and we found actually a lot of the services are not as royalty-free as they claim to be, and there are a lot of sort of nooks and nicks about it that you've got to be aware of. With Lickd, the prices are essentially relevant to the size of your audience, so the larger YouTube channel you have, the more the cost will be, but it starts from as little as $8.
That's it, and you can actually look here on their website. They got the pricing for all the different scales of views per video, basically. I'm still at the $8 per song, which is fantastic, but it ranges up depending on the size of your audience, and obviously the bigger your YouTube channel, hopefully the more money you're making and the more you can afford to use these fantastic tracks in your video. So there you go. Hopefully that answers your questions on why you should choose good music and well-known music. But Isabella, you see I'm wearing my Lickd hoodie for this video. You might want to ask me a little bit about why I'm an advocate for Lickd.
Absolutely. And actually, I would like you to tell me what is your favorite feature of Lickd that you are such a big advocate of, if I may, please.
Okay, well, first of all, I decided to become an advocate for Lickd because they are simply an awesome team. But also they're doing something groundbreaking. They're allowing us to use music that usually is reserved for radio stations and commercial TV stations. We can use them on our online creations, not just YouTube, but Facebook and Instagram as well. And it's all one-click license, upload, and their automated system will usually pick up your video and make sure you don't get a copyright claim or strike so you can stay monetized, which is essential for us creators. Favorite features, there are so many of them, but I can just show you this. The search bar is pretty cool. I was searching for tracks to do with California just recently, so I can search through and find, well, really any track I like, I can type that in. But you can also check for most licensed, popular on YouTube, most relevant, popular on Spotify. So if I search for something about, I don't know, love, for instance, that's a common word. You can see here, okay, the most licensed track with the word love in it at present is Love Me Again by John Newman. So I can get all that information right there in the search bar. I really think the search feature of Lickd is brilliant, and of course, it's getting better all the time, which is fantastic. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's a fantastic service, Isabella. Any other questions you have to ask?
So why do you think it's important for creators to support service such as Lickd? Because I understand that they have a bit of a mission. So by using Lickd, what do we do as creators here?
That's a really good final question, and I'm glad you asked it. Yes, it's kind of chicken and egg situation. So Lickd are doing the amazing work for us, content creators, by going to record labels who hold all the rights to these great popular songs. And of course, we can't continue to use those songs or get more songs available to us unless we show there's a need there. So what we need to do is sign up, start using a service like Lickd. You can start by downloading your free track and then maybe paying to download other tracks for other videos you're creating. And when the record labels see that there is a demand there on the Lickd website, they're going to start giving more of their tracks. And eventually, hopefully, we'll have every track that you could just get available on Spotify, available to license for your videos. I think that would be the ultimate solution. But it won't happen unless us content creators support a service like Lickd, who are going out to all the record companies and trying to persuade them and convince them that it's a really good idea to share more tracks for online creators to use. Does that answer your question, Isabella?
It certainly does. And I want to say that I actually also fully support that big drive to show the big labels that there is a power behind content creators. So it's a cool thing.
Absolutely. So here's the website again. It's absolutely fantastic. Real artists, real music, claims free for YouTube, Facebook and Instagram as well. And it will grow bigger with your support. mrc.fm/Lickd. Remember to download and license that first track free to show the demand there. Get a few more tracks as well after you've got used to how the service works. Our link is mrc.fm/Lickd, and that will get you your first track absolutely free.
Music